Hey everybody, this is Robert from Black Belt Gaming. I hope you're doing well. Well, I am attempting a playthrough of the first mission in the Red Skull box set for Marvel Champions. I'm playing Crossbones against Captain America. This will be, I think, my fourth attempt at a playthrough. I have lost like 3 in a row. I'm a casual player of Marvel Champions, and I don't do a lot of heavy deck building, so I'm kind of working off of Captain America's pre-con deck with duplicate cards removed and some other cards added in. So I'm struggling a bit here. Let's see, if not the third time, but the fourth time is a charm. Let's see if I can win. Got pretty much things set up here. We're taking a look at this this first scheme. It's the attack on Mount Athena, and we've got Crossbones using this experimental weapons deck. So Crossbones is leading an attack, and he's got Hydra helping him. And we need to reveal the first card of the experimental weapons deck, which is this assault rifle, giving him +1 to attack and the ranged ability. And when Crossbones has weapons, he gains piercing. This doesn't start with any threat on it, but all it needs is 3 to go to the next stage. Let's take a look at our opening hand. And see if we want to get rid of anything. We don't have our shield, so why don't we go ahead and, according to the setup, you get your shield, and I think you put it in your hand. And there it is down at the bottom. So that should give us our full hand of cards, and let's see what we can do. All right, I think I know what I want to try here. For his living legend, he can reduce the cost of the first ally played in the round. Why don't we try to get maybe Hawkeye out here to help us with any minions that may come into play. So he's going to cost 2 instead of 3. We'll pay a couple of resources here and get Hawkeye on the board, and he gets his 4 arrow counters there. Then maybe we'll look at bringing out our shield and equipping that. That can give us extra defense and a retaliate ability. Then I think Agent 13 is good. But I think I may go ahead and just get out Endurance and pop him up to 14 health. Then we'll switch over, and we'll have Captain America make a basic attack. That's going to be for 2 damage on Crossbones. And that does it for us. So we'll draw up to 5. Again, we're using his pre-con deck, so it's a leadership deck. A number of allies in there. We go to the villain phase. We get 1 threat on his attack on Mount Athena. Then Crossbones will attack us, and he's coming in with his laser rifle, so a minimum of 2 damage. I think we will use Captain America to defend, and that's going to defend for 3. Ends up to be 3 damage, and we absorb that, so nothing suffered there. Encounter card, is armor. We attach this to Crossbones. When Crossbones would take any amount of damage, place it here instead. If there are 5 damage here, discard. So this armor gives him +1 scheme and +1 attack. And so he's gotten even stronger. And that's it for the first turn. All right, picking up the next round, we're back over to the player phase. And I'm thinking about maybe trying to take a crack at his armor here with a shield toss. Let's discard 1 card and return the shield to your hand. So shield comes back to our hand, and we hit for 4 damage. So that would be 4 damage here on the armor. 5 damage will break it. So we've got 4 points on there. All we need is 1 more. Then let's see. We may want to get our shield back out here. Get that equipped again. And I don't think I have enough to get this out. So wonder if Hawkeye could help in some way. Maybe what we could do is discard a card and ready Captain America. And then why don't we have Hawkeye? He's going to take 1 damage here, but let's have Hawkeye attack for 1 damage, and that's going to crack the armor. So 5 or more damage. This is going to discard this. 1 damage goes on Hawkeye. So Captain America is ready to take an action. We can either thwart and take off that 1 threat, or we can attack again. I think we will attack again. And let's go for 2 damage, taking him down. What was he? He was at 12, so going down to 8 now, because we hit him for 2 before. And we'll ready up and draw back to 5 cards. Go to the villain phase. He gets a 2nd threat on his attack scheme. And then he will be attacking us again for a base of 2. Thankfully, not 3 because of the armor. The armor's gone. Well, I think we'll have Captain America try to block this again. Again, he blocks 3 damage, so takes none. And now we go to encounter card, and we've got a Hydra Soldier, which is a guard. When defeated, you deal the engaged player an encounter card. So he's just messing with us a lot. So we've got to take him out before we can attack Crossbones anymore. And that's the end of the villain phase. Before I forget, as we're wrapping that up, Hawkeye gets to take a shot at this guy. After a minion enters play, remove 1 arrow and deal 2 damage to the minion. So he starts with 2 damage on him. That helps. All right, now we're back to the player phase, and we might be able to bring in Squirrel Girl. She's a leadership card, and this is worth double the number of resources for a leadership card, so that can pay for her. When she enters play, deal 1 damage to each enemy. So as she comes in, she's going to deal 1 damage here, and I think she's even going to hit Crossbones for 1 and take him down to 7. Cap is currently exhausted. This is a new turn, so we might be able to straighten him up if we discard a card. We could discard the Jet and ready Captain America. And then we could play 2 and bring in the Avengers Tower. That'll reduce the cost for future allies, and I think give us the ability to have more than 3 if we need it. All right, Squirrel Girl, I think she's going to make an attack. Take a point of damage, and she's going to do a 3rd point of damage to this Hydra soldier. And that is good news, but the bad news is we just got dealt an encounter card. Then Captain America may go for a thwart action here. Why don't we take off the 2 threat on the main scheme? And Hawkeye, I think I'm just going to hang on with Hawkeye for now. So let's ready everybody up and get 5 new cards. And we'll head over into the villain phase. He gets 1 on his attack. Crossbones will make an attack, but I'm going to block that with Squirrel Girl. The attack is another 3 points of damage, so she's knocked out. And then in counter card, we're going to have 2 of these we need to deal with. The first one is the Hydra Jet Trooper with Quick Strike. So he will attack immediately for 2 damage. All right, well, why don't we block that with our shield, and we get, first of all, he's going to get shot by an arrow, right, as he appears, by Hawkeye, 2 damage to him. He attacks us with Quick Strike. We block it and retaliate for 1, and then we knock him out. That's what I think happens. Second encounter card is Hail Hydra. Oh, that's a Nemesis card. That shouldn't be in there. I think I shuffled that in by accident from a previous playthrough. And so was that one. That was a Nemesis card too, wasn't it? Uh-oh. I need to pull those out. Yeah, I need to get this Baron Zemo out of there. He was nothing but trouble. So let me reshuffle the encounter card deck. So we were on a 2nd encounter card, right? I think we were. So let me draw a new one. A 2nd encounter card is Weapon Master. The villain attacks you. If they have a weapon attachment, this card gains Surge. So Crossbones attacks. We're already exhausted. So I think we're just going to have to take this. Ouch, we get hit for 4 damage, taking us down to 10. And we do gain Retaliate. However, he's got his laser rifle, so that doesn't work. We may want to consider trying to take that away from him. Gains Surge, so I think we get another one. And the villain attacks you again. Jeez. Here he comes. I think we're going to have to take this. 4 damage again. Ouch. We're down to 6. And I think that's it. All right, I think we're back over to the player phase and considering what to do here. If we flip over to our alter ego, I think before we do that, let me see how I want to do this here. I've got some interesting cards to choose from. I'm just trying to think about maybe how to get Power Man out here. What we can do is use the Avengers Tower, reduce his cost to 2, and then we could play the energy card. But I also know if I flip Captain America over, I could reduce Power Man's cost again down to 1. And that would be good. Maybe I should do that. So what I may want to do is discard a card and ready Captain America and then flip him over. Reduce the cost of Power Man down to just 1 card. And we can spend this one and then heal 1 damage from an ally. We'll heal Hawkeye. We'll get Power Man on the table and he gets 2 counters. And then we're left with these, which I may hang on to. But Steve here is going to recover 3 and go up to 9. And let's see if we want Power Man and Hawkeye to do something. I think I'm going to have Hawkeye thwart for 1. And I think I'll have Power Man attack. Discard any number of counters and he gets +2 attack. Why don't we just go all out with him? And that's going to be +4 to his attack. So that's going to take him down to 3. And that's going to end it for our turn. We'll ready up, and now we go to 6 cards. 4, 5, and 6. All right, villain phase. He gets 1 on his main scheme. He's gonna scheme on us though, and that's what he's doing now. So we can't stop this. He boost. It's during an undefended attack, and it's not. So I think he just schemes for 1, which puts 2 counters, 2 threat on the attack. And then counter card time, Madam Hydra. She can't take damage while the Legions of Hydra scheme is in play, and that's not in play currently. In other playthroughs, I did have that out, and she was a mess. After she schemes or attacks, place 2 threat on the Legions of Hydra side scheme. Yeah, she just tries to keep that thing out there. So she comes in, but Hawkeye shoots her for 2, which really helps. So takes her down to 4 health. And I think that's it for the villain. So I'm sitting here. I meant to pick up a tea. I meant to pick up a tea with lemon, and I ended up picking up Darjeeling tea instead. And that shouldn't have been a mistake because that's in English. I should have seen that, but there you go. All right, here we are. Power Man doesn't have any tokens on him, so I don't think he has an attack power at all. In fact, I think he has 2 damage on him because he attacked. So he should be pretty wounded there. So he's going to be my blocker this turn, I think. Might be able to knock out Crossbones. All right, I think I've got a plan here. First thing we'll do is we'll let him recover again. And he'll go to 12 health. His normal max is 11, but we've got endurance out on the board, so that's been pushed up to 14, I think. Let's see. Let's go over to our hero form. And I think we're going to go with the old shield toss. Discard X cards from your hand and return the shield to your hand. So shield comes back. We need to discard X cards first. So I'm going to discard a couple of these. That will allow us to throw his shield and attack 2 enemies because we discarded 2 cards. 4 damage to each enemy. One of them is going to bounce off of Madam Hydra for 4. That takes her out. And the other one is going to bonk Crossbones and take him down to 0. Well, that's good, but it's always in stage 2 Crossbones that he gets me. So he's knocked out. Now here it comes. 14 hit points now. So even stronger than before. We made him mad. And what else? He search the encounter deck and discard pile for his machine gun and attach that to him. All right, that's come out on me before as well. So I think what that does is just possibly rain down extra damage on you. There it is. It's got some counters on it, I think. 2 ammo counters. So yeah, when he attacks you, he sort of sprays some bullets off of his machine gun and any boost icons. I think that's how much damage you take. And something called indirect damage. I'm not, as a casual player of this game, I can't recall what that means. Indirect damage. Let's see. We got our shield in our hand. So there we are. We probably need to do something about that threat on the attack. So let's get our shield back out if we can. We'd have to discard shield block to do that. Mockingbird. Well, Mockingbird is not an Avenger, so we can't get the bonus there. So I think I'm going to use her to pay for the shield. And if I want to thwart, I'm going to have to discard something here. Unless I have my my allies do it. Kind of wanted to keep him as a blocker. And Hawkeye, I guess I'll have Hawkeye thwart again. That's going to be another point of damage, but he'll take one of these off. And we'll save Power Man, because he can't really attack right now. And I'll just hold on to these two. So let's ready up. Hope this is the right call. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, got our super serum. Okay, so heading into the villain phase, we get 1 as he continues the assault. Crossbones will attack. Power Man is going to take this. So Crossbones is attacking Power Man and hits for... All right, it is a defended attack, so that's not going to do anything. He's also going to spray with his machine gun against Power Man. And I don't think anything extra happened there, but Power Man was taken out. And then we go to an encounter card. And, acceleration token. Crossbones is a heartless killer, but not a psychopath. His assault is ruthless and efficient. He activates against the player who defeats this scheme, and it gets 2 on it and gives us an acceleration token. So that's going to be trouble for us. So that's it. Heading into the new player phase, I think we'll use our energy and bring out one of the super serum cards, which will work as a strength resource for us in the future. And I'm wondering if I should ditch the shield block and make the call and put out the other one too. Why don't we go ahead and do that? We'll just get both of these super serum cards out there. Captain America will exhaust, because I think he needs to do this. He will take off the threat on the Crossbones assault, but something bad happens. He activates against us. So Crossbones attacks us as a result. And we are exhausted, so we can't defend here. That's going to be 1, 2, 3 damage plus his machine gun. 3 damage plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me count that again. So we had this one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and machine gun is 5. I think he hits us for 5, and I think his machine gun is out of juice. The number of boost icons on the discarded card. Remove 1 ammo counter from this card and discard the top card of the encounter deck. It doesn't say anything about discarding this card. Uses 2 ammo counters. So I guess it just kind of stays in his holster. Well, anyway, I think we took 5 damage there, so that hurts. Taking us down to 7. And we were still taking action, so we thwarted there, but we have 2 here. That's a problem. We may need Hawkeye's help. Hawkeye may need to exhaust here. It's going to knock him out. I've really liked having him as an ally, but he's going to remove 1 threat. And then got 2 resources, but no cards. I think we have to finish the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Got a couple of heroic strikes. So here we are. heading into the villain phase. He gets a second one on the attack. And Crossbones is attacking. And I don't have a shield block anymore, do I? So I think I'll just go with a standard defend action. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 got through, taking us down to 4. That hurt. All right, nothing else happening there. That's good. Encounter card. The villain schemes. Uh-oh, uh-oh. He's going to scheme against us for 3. That's enough. Uh-oh. Here it comes. This is what happens to me. This one is out. So it says he's inside the facility, and the shield agents fight desperately to prevent him from obtaining the stone. Reveal the top cards, the top card of the experimental weapons deck. So this comes in with 1 threat on it and will flip at 6. And the next weapon is Energy Field. He gains Retaliate 1. I'll just put that on top of the machine gun. All right, so that was the encounter card. He schemed. So there we have it. I think we're back over to the hero phase. All right, we're starting the turn exhausted, but we can still take an attack action, a hero action, I mean. Why don't we exhaust our super serum for 2, discard this one for its resource, and go with a heroic strike for 6 damage. And we're going to stun. We're going to stun Crossbones. I think we're still going to retaliate against us, though. So we hit him for 6. That takes him down to 8. And he's stunned, but he retaliates against us for 1. This is what I've got left. Wonder if we should put on the helmet. Don't have enough resources unless I flip over. I want to recover is what I'd like to do. I wouldn't mind getting this helmet out. But usually he's been beating me through his... he gets away is what happens. That's how I've lost like 3 times in a row. All right, so... shall we bring out the helmet? It just says when you're defeated, you set your dial to 1 and discard this card instead. I mean, it's kind of a nice backup to have. She's got a thwart of 2. I'd kind of like to get her out there. She might help. Tough call. I guess maybe what I'll do is discard this and ready him. And I think I'll flip over, and I don't think I have enough, I don't have enough resources to bring her out. Or do I? If he gets a reduced cost for the first ally and the Avengers Tower can do it, she'll cost 1, and I can pay for that, but I hate to lose a heroic strike. But we might need her. Let's see what it says. After you play White Tiger, draw X cards. That's the number of the stage. All right, well, let me try this. Avengers Tower, first ally of the round. She's costs 1. We'll bring her in. After you play, draw X cards, where X is equal to the villain's stage. His stage is 2. So we draw 2. We draw 2 cards, and then she's on the table and ready to help. And we've got Falcon and Get Ready. Interesting. We might be able to use this right away. Let's go ahead and recover and heal him for 3, taking him to 6. And this is just an action. It's not a hero action. So we could possibly have her attack. But if that happens, he's going to retaliate. And I'm assuming he can retaliate even when he's stunned. Let me see. All right, just did a quick search. I think he can still, and that's what I assumed, I think he can still retaliate even when he has the stunned condition. He just can't attack. So if White Tiger does attempt an attack on Crossbones, yeah, he can damage her. So why don't we use her now to just thwart? And I know there's only 1 on there, but I don't want him to get away. He's gotten away every game I've played against him, so she will do that. And this is what's left in my hand. And I think I'm going to hold on to these and finish the turn. He's going to scheme against me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Almost about to run out of cards in my deck. Okay, villain phase. We get 1 on the Infinity Stone. His attempt to secure the Infinity Stone. Next action, he's going to attack. And I think... No, he's scheming. We can't block that. He is scheming, and he schemes for 4. Whoa. I think we are very fortunate we had that on there, because that's 5, and he needs 6. Ooh, that was close. And then encounter card, please don't scheme. Hydrojet Trooper. Quick Strike. All right, well, what happens here? Just a quick search. Let me know if it's wrong, but they can't quick strike you unless you're in hero form. So I think we're safe from that. So the encounter card is the Hydrojet Trooper. And he's just a minion that will attack us on future turns. So I think that is it for Crossbones. All right, player phase. Captain America is going to, or Steve, I should say, was going to get his apartment out here. This might help a little bit. Might help us recover some lost hit points. We need to pay for that, so I'm going to ditch the Avengers Assemble card for now. Let's go ahead and exhaust that. It's an alter ego action. Draw 1 card and heal. Ooh, that's nice. Heal 1 damage, so he goes to 7. Then I'm thinking for his first ally this turn, Wonder if we can bring in Falcon. Avenger's Tower is going to make his cost 2. And the Power of Justice is worth 2 for a leadership card, or the Power of Leadership, sorry. That should work to bring in Falcon. After Falcon enters play, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, and for each treachery, remove 1 threat from a scheme. Ooh, that would help. That would definitely help. So let's take a look here. Is this a treachery? Yes, it is. That's 1. That's a treachery, 2. And that's a treachery, 3. Wow. We get to remove 3 threat. Ooh, that helped. But we got a lot of treachery coming our way. Okay. So Falcon is on the board. White Tiger is still kicking for the moment. And Steve Rogers, I'm thinking about having him recover. I don't have a good attack card. If we go here, that'll take him to 10, which is pretty good. And we probably want to flip him over to his hero form. And White Tiger can do something. She could attack. It's going to knock her out of the game. She'll attack for 2, though. Let's let her do that. White Tiger will attack Crossbones for 2 damage. Then Falcon will attack for 2, taking a point of damage. Got him down to 4. And I'm wondering here if we can use Get Ready. It's a free event, Ready an Ally. And can we have Falcon do that again? Maybe. He can attack again for another 2. And we've got Captain America here. Can we discard something like, I hate to discard the strength card. Let's discard the shield block and ready him. Falcon would have, he would have been retaliated on, wouldn't he? That first time he attacked, he would have had 2 damage, and then he attacked again. That would have knocked him out. So Falcon is out. But Captain America can make his attack for the final 2 points of damage. And I think, my friends, we won it that time. Please let me know if I missed anything. I've been struggling against this guy. But I think turning the camera on here and doing a 4th playthrough, I think I finally knocked Crossbones out, unless I've made a mistake. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know what you saw, if you think it was a fair playthrough, and if you got any strategies for managing Crossbones here. Take care, everybody. I'll catch you later.